Hey everybody, welcome back to an episode of The Elite, the Elite Count. I'm War Machine MJ.
With Rodimus Prime.
Mainstream Malcolm.
We're here today to talk about post-revolution all-elite wrestling. Dynamite.
Yeah, they were from
Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, old Denver, Colorado. Rocky Mountains.
So, yeah, this was a pretty good show.
Yeah, pretty banging show. Basically, besides the usual stuff, they were basically recapping what happened from Revolution this past Saturday. So we had to kind of go back and watch what we missed. So we'll start off with hour one. We had the new, I repeat, the new AEW World Champion.
The unscripted champion, Mox.
Yeah, he come out. The crowd was just giving him his praise, his applause, if you will. He basically said, this title don't belong to me. It don't belong to Inner Circle. It belongs to you.
Typical babyface promo, but it actually sounded a bit more intense because it was Mox.
Yeah, and it sounded real and worth listening to.
Yeah. Then, of course, he was interrupted by the Painmaker and his posse. Basically, Jericho said in this tag match later on, he will leave for 30 days, scratch that, 60 days, if Mox leaves Denver, Colorado under his own power.
Yeah, well, before that he said, I don't need the belt to be called Le Champion, but you're not as smart as you think you are, because I got a plan. Moxley said, well, I didn't graduate high school. I'm just tired of you talking.
I love how Jericho was giving the crowd shit.
Yeah. He said,
shut up. Shut your ass.
He said, y'all can't even chant in unison, and you still suck.
But yeah, that was all for that segment. Next, we had 8-man tag team action as Reynolds, Silver, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson took on SCU and the debuting Colt Boom Boom Cabana.
Yeah, now if you recall at Revolution, SCU defeated the Dark Order, and they started putting the boots to SCU until
Boom.
Yeah, until Chicago's own Colt Cabana came down to make the save. If you watch Dark this past week, which was just 15-20 minutes long, he said, I'm from Chicago. I got to perform in front of my friends, my hometown family, yada yada yada. I've known SCU for years, so why not come in and be the hero?
Oh yeah, he definitely should be in the place of history for wrestling, because he's been at it for decades.
Yeah, about 20-25 years or so, but he's still going.
Yeah, he also helped create Pro Wrestling Tees. Because if it was for him, we wouldn't have any of this cool merch.
I know, right? Freaking awesome. Only at Pro Wrestling Tees.
But also on the Revolution pre-show, the Exalted One, the Higher Power made its debut. So it was just Chris Daniels in a hooded cloak.
Yeah, and when he was being interviewed, he said basically, Dark Order is a cancer, and we are here to cut them out. So it looks like this thing between them and SCU is far from over. But it was Evil Uno who said that the Dark Order, the Exalted One, he will make his debut and he will be turning heads.
Well, he said heads would roll.
Yeah.
That was after this 8-man match. But
yeah.
I want to throw a question at you. What if Colt Cabana is the Dark One? Or the
Exalted One?
Exalted One, thank you.
No. He wouldn't fit.
No.
Yeah, he's too lovable.
Yeah.
Especially that Superman pin. Holy shit.
I love that. But Colt Cabana and SCU did win, by the way.
Yeah, they got the victory here on Dynamite. Afterwards, Evil Uno started, he was incited because he said, no, this wasn't how it's supposed to go this way. The Dark Order will be furious. The Exalted One, get my lingo mixed up. Exalted One's going to be furious, and when he shows up, or she, heads will roll.
Yeah, so like I said, this is far from over between SCU and the Dark Order. So we move on to women's action. And who was on commentary?
Tony Schiavone's best friend, Britt Baker.
Yeah, and she brought him something from Starbucks. How nice. How sweet. And she just looked so cheesy. It just looked like she was on that groupie type stuff. Like,
just being an asshole, pretty much.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those annoying friends. Like, hey, I bought you a gift.
I don't want that shit.
I was like, okay, thanks.
I don't think it was a Starbucks cup. I think it was a Tony Bucks cup.
Oh God.
I mean, I still like what they're doing, but it was just kind of cheesy this week. But she was on commentary as Big Swole took on Leva Bates, and I went to the bathroom. By the time Big Swole won, I came out the bathroom because this was a piss break. I mean, it's Leva Bates. No disrespect, but this librarian shtick is just.
I forgot all about them, by the way.
Listen, Peter Avalon has never won a match since AEW existed.
I know.
Yeah,
0.
He has a worse win-loss record than Brandon Cutler.
Yep.
And he's still insulting every city they go to and still loses.
I still like, I think it was last week's Dark where Leva Bates just told him stop being such a dick.
Yeah.
Next, we had Absolute Fire, which, no surprise, is Cody Rhodes. He always gets the good storylines.
Facts.
Anyway, Cody came out and he basically said what happens when you get put on a match card, how much you get paid, blah, 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 health benefits, all that.
Yeah, and his big-ass tattoo stuck out, too.
Yeah. Rod doesn't like it because of the placement.
I don't. I mean, it's a cool tattoo, don't get me wrong. I'm like everybody else. The neck, bro, I mean, that's just sticking out like a mole.
Like, I don't hate it. It's just he could have gone a little bit lower with that if he wants to hide it.
Well, like I always say, again, if it was on the chest or something, it'd be totally different.
Yeah.
But the neck is just like, hey, look at this.
Yeah. But yeah, basically he was more or less trying to swallow his defeat against MJF. And he said the only way I can accept it is if MJF says he beat me right to his face, clean as a whistle.
But he decided he got confronted by the legendary Hall of Fame wrestler himself, Jake the Snake Roberts. And the crowd went crazy.
So good to see him clean us over.
Yeah, I mean, he got on the promo. He said,
was spitting fire.
He was spitting fire. He said, look.
Fire.
Damn.
He said,
good job, though.
I was in the back listening to you bitching and moaning just to lose to some punk son of a... Yeah, he said punk son of a bitch.
Yeah, he said, look, he gave you your loss fair and square.
He whipped you like a dog.
Yeah, he said, one thing about me, it took 20 years to get clean. It took me 20 years to get sober. And damn it, I earned it.
Now, that's not the only reason why I'm here. I have a client. And he's... because I'm here to slay you.
Yeah.
I'm not here to take the whole pie. Just your share.
And he said...
a wise man once told me, never turn your back on someone you respect and fear. Of course, he turned his back on Cody. Through the mic, Cody caught it, which was great.
Yeah.
And just walked out.
But wise words, though.
Wise words, and a slap to Cody's face.
Yeah. So the question is, who is his client?
It's obvious.
That's all. Archer.
Yeah, because they advertised him for this week, and we got no Lance Archer.
Sure.
Besides that, it's a smart move putting Jake the Snake with Lance Archer. Because Lance Archer is not a household name.
No. Jake Roberts is, though.
Yeah, you attach a big name to him, and people will start, ooh, who's this guy?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like with Steve Austin, when he first came into WWF. They stuck him with DiBiase.
Yeah.
They gave him a trash gimmick, but that opened up a lot of eyes.
Yeah. And look how he's turned out 20 plus years later.
Yep.
But anyway, we got a promo, I think, before the next match from MJF.
Oh, no, this was before the main event.
Oh, yeah.
But we can go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Yeah, basically, he made it clear that he's gunning for the AEW Championship. He
Yeah.
doesn't care who's in his way, whether it's Pac, whether it's Mox, whether it's Jungle Jabroni, Lucha Boring, or Marco's Stunted Growth.
He was
Fire.
Listen, he was spitting fire like I don't know what. But he said,
Fire.
yeah. He said, Jonathan Moxley, I'm coming for that championship. And oh yeah, he had a shirt that says,
Well, no, he said, I am the, let's see, what's his phrase? I'm better than you, and it's hot in here. Isn't it hot in here, Wardlow? Here, let me take this
yeah.
off.
He took his
Cody.
He took his shirt. He showed the shirt and said, I pinned Cody.
Whoops, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's obnoxious, and it's completely true.
Yeah. Then he said, I'm MJF, I'm better than you, and you know it.
Yeah. So, jogging a couple of hours back.
Yeah, we had the bastard Pac taking on the Kentucky gentleman, Chucky T. One half of Best Friends, along with freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
I know it's going to sound weird, but I prefer them to call him Sexy Chucky T.
Well, I can kind of get behind the Kentucky gentleman because he is from Kentucky.
Yeah, but they call him Sexy Chucky T on camera.
Yeah.
In fact, one of their moves is the Sexy Chucky Knee. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, of course, Chucky T was accompanied by Trent, who just needs to be called Trent, and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. So you have just Trent, the Kentucky gentleman, freshly squeezed. There you go.
Freshly squeezed, no pulp.
No Pope.
Anyway.
Bunch of calcium though.
Yeah. Not home style. Anyway, this was a pretty decent match.
Yeah, I mean, Pac being Pac, just showing his vicious side or whatever. But Orange Cassidy and Trent, just Trent, decided to get up in the face of Pac saying, yo, you ain't gonna do this to our boy. But it wasn't enough because Pac got the submission with the brutalizer. Afterwards, Pac and the Lucha Brothers...
Well, after that, Trent tried to square up to Pac.
Oh, yeah. And then
he was interrupted by Cassidy.
Yeah, he just like, yo, move back. I got this.
He started taking his jacket off, and that's when the Lucha Bros hit the scene.
Yeah, and they put the boots to Best Friends in Orange Cassidy. And Pac basically said that now they're going to be called the Death Triangle.
Oh, that's awesome.
I actually love that. What do you think, Mainstream?
I love it.
That's
Freaking awesome.
That's amazing.
Freaking awesome.
That's a combo I never thought I wanted until now.
Yeah. And from the looks of it, it looks like it's going to work.
Oh, I hope it works.
Yeah.
That'll give Pac something to do until he challenges Mox.
Yeah. But next we had Jake Hager representing the Painmaker Posse, Inner Circle, whatever you want to call him, taking on QT Marshall.
Yeah, Jake Hager won. No contest.
Yeah.
He beat him with his finisher, which is a standing triangle choke.
Yeah.
It just looks like he's hugging him.
It's like one arm up in the air, and it's just like...
Yeah.
That's basically what it is, with one arm up like this.
At least he's not dry humping Hogan.
Like him and like somebody Yeti and the Giant.
It's not the Yeti, it's the Yeti! Just the way Tony Schiavone said it back then.
Yeti!
Classic.
But yeah, after the match, Dustin started squaring up to Jake Hager. Of course, that prompted the Best and Deadass, and of course the Spanish douchebag to step up to the plate.
Yeah.
Next came Cody.
Then
Matt Jackson. Then Hangman Page with a half a beer.
Yeah. And he put his beer up on the turnbuckle like this. And then he started whooping some ass in his country boy shirt.
Yeah, he even hit...
Looked like he borrowed that shirt from Garth Brooks.
Yeah. He laid out Hager with the buckshot lariat.
Mm-hmm. And then he and the Elite stood tall. Matt, without his brother Nick, he was like, are we cool? And Heyman just said...
Yeah, he just threw it right there, grabbed half his beer, and then he started collecting beers from the fans going to the back.
So evidently, from the looks of it, there is still some bad blood between Hangman Page, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. Question is, where was Kenny Omega in all of this?
Dude, he needed the night off. After Revolution, he got his ass beat.
Well, after last week on Dynamite, he got his ass beat by Pac.
So, yeah, he needs time off. He got his ass beat 2 nights.
Who you talking about?
Kenny.
Oh, yeah.
He got his ass beat Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He got his ass beat twice in like 5 days.
No, it took place on Saturday.
Well, I'm talking about last Wednesday too.
Yeah, I know. But you counted Sunday too.
No, I said Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I did. Yeah, you're right.
So
You're right.
4 days.
Yeah, he got his ass beat twice in 4 days. Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, he needs the night off.
Next, they announced some stuff from next week. Where they say they were going to be next week?
Salt Lake City.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. High five.
I was about to say Rochester, but that's the week after.
But just some stuff that will happen in Salt Lake City. Cody will take on the best. Thank you, Ortiz. Death Triangle will make their debut.
Who will they take out, though?
Good question.
It's probably just going to be some local enhancements.
Yeah. They did announce that at Revolution, March 25th.
Blood and guts.
Yes. 2 rings, 1 big old cage. That's what it'll be called, a blood and guts match. They will announce the rules of that match for the 25th episode of Dynamite, a.k.a. Blood and Guts. And MJF, the Butcher, and the Blade will take on a baby, a boy, and their dinosaur known as Jurassic Express. There you go.
Yes, it's going to be the Butcher, the Blade, and MJF.
Yeah.
You must like that little spiel you go on about Jurassic Express.
Well, when I say a baby, a boy, and their dinosaur?
Yeah, you must take...
I like
great
saying
pride
that
in it.
because it's like... It's Marco Stunt, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus. So I'm used to that. I'm like immune to that. I like saying it. I mean, I like Jungle... I almost said Jungle Express.
Jungle Express.
I like Jurassic Express. I mean...
Keep botching it.
I can't help but to say it now. So.
Keep botching it. That shit is fire.
Jungle Express. There you go.
Yeah.
Jungle Express.
Oh, I thought you were going to do your fire thing, because I said fire. Fire.
There you go.
You're just going to be our resident fireman. Every time we say fire, just fire.
Fire.
But then we move on to the main event. It was Chris Jericho, the former world champion, and the Spanish god Sammy Guevara. I'm sorry.
G.
It's been a long night, and
They took on Darby Allin, and I would have said John Moxley, but he got his ass beat by 3 luchadors who somehow look like the Dark Order.
Basically, they were.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
They were basically the rest of the inner circle. They were putting the boots to John Moxley, and
I thought it was good. I thought it was Dark Order for real.
I mean, I can understand your point, but wasn't it JR or Tony Schiavone said that Darby Allin was waiting?
Yeah, he was just waiting at ringside.
So I'm like, why? Why are you just standing there waiting on your partner? Your partner's getting his ass kicked.
Can you do something, please?
Yeah, like, can you do something? Your partner's getting his ass kicked. You're watching on the screen.
You know exactly where they're at. Number 2, why didn't anybody step up to the plate with Darby Allin?
Exactly.
They could have pinned a former world champion.
Facts.
A legend.
Somebody that's already been in the business for 30 years, nearly 30 years in the game. Nearly 3 motherfucking decades.
That's just as bad as Kenny being a bad friend.
Where was Kenny Omega?
I told you, taking the night off.
Jesus. Kenny Omega he should be the 20... If there was a 2020 award already for worst friend, Kenny Omega would easily get that hands down. He would easily get that award hands down.
Yeah, because he's trying to keep the peace between Hangman and the Bucks. Mostly Hangman and Matt.
I don't know. But anyway, getting back to this match, Darby Allin, it was now a handicap match, and basically Darby Allin held his own without the world champion.
Yeah, it was mostly Jericho and Guevara beating down on Allin. There was one point where Darby Allin finally manages to get to his corner. He tags himself, and he's fired up. He's ready to go.
Fire.
There we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
But that came to a crashing halt because he went for a suicide dive and Jericho hit a Judas effect off that. That was positively, absolutely fire.
Fire.
Come on, man. You slacking on your job, fireman.
Sorry.
But overall, the Inner Circle basically got the win. They got the W for the night. Jericho and Guevara, they won. Moxley came out, or what was left of him, tried to save Darby Allin, or pretty much Darby Allin was done.
Yeah.
And he tried to get revenge on the Inner Circle, but it wasn't enough because Hager, Santana, and Ortiz Shield powerbombed him through a table. And that's how we ended Dynamite. With the Inner Circle / Painmaker Posse standing tall.
Yeah,
So,
I wonder which one they're going to go with.
I'd still go Inner Circle.
Yeah, that's less easier to fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, because somebody could be calling them Painmaker one moment, a Painmaker Posse one moment, and the next moment Painmaker Puss.
Yeah. So, like Jericho said, this ain't over between him and Mox.
Ain't over, bitch.
Yeah, we got a couple weeks to go before Jericho kicks off his tour. They need something for him to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably going to be a rematch at Blood and Guts.
Yeah.
That rematch will be absolutely, positively.
Fire.
I was going to say great, but that works too.
Yeah, either way, it's going to be amazing.
I like the name for Blood and Guts, especially since they can't say, you know, a certain type of games, even though there's going to be some war.
Yeah. But Blood and Guts should be pretty awesome. We're 3 weeks away from that.
Yeah.
So
Can't wait. I think. No, that's not in Rochester. Okay.
yeah.
Anyway, that being said, that is the elite count for this week. Remember, if you like this dude's face, but hate his opinions, he has a podcast where you don't get to see his face.
Yeah.
Prime Talk with Rodimus Prime on the Castbox app.
Episode 27 coming soon.
Bet you thought I was going to be nice about it.
I guess that's your running shtick now, like it is with me in Jurassic Express.
Oh, no, I'm just going to swerve you. Like, catch you off guard. I've already done that twice on preview.
Yeah, you have. I'll give you credit on that.
Anyway, that being said, I'm War Machine MJ.
With Rodimus Prime, fire!
Yeah, fire.
Fire.
He's the fireman.
Yeah.
Fire.
Firestream Malcolm.
That's his new name, Firestream Malcolm.
That sounds like he's got some sort of urinary disease.
Oh, God.
What you been doing?
I ain't been doing nothing.
You sure?
Yeah.
What have you been sticking your dick in?
Nothing.
Anyway, we're the 3 Count Mafia, and we'll see you guys next time.